What is up, guys? This is Vershawn back here with another video. The time to regain your power is now. This video is going to be a story time on how I got into the law of attraction. I know a lot of you've been requesting this, telling me, hey, Vershawn, how did you even get into the law of attraction in the first place? And surprisingly, I'm actually surprised that I never told you guys how I got into the law of attraction. I thought I did. Maybe I did in a live stream, but I never really gave you guys all the details. Like, I didn't tell you guys everything on how I actually got into the law of attraction. That's what this video is going to be about today. So let's just jump into it. So it all starts in high school. I was stressed out. I was stressed the hell out. I was depressed. I was playing different characters. I was trying to be someone that I really was not. I was just trying to fit in the crowd because I thought I was missing something. I thought I knew myself. I thought I knew who I was. I thought I found myself, but the truth is, in reality, I didn't. I didn't know who I was. I was just trying to be someone I really wasn't, like I said. And that's why I want to tell you guys that it all started during a time period when I was actually depressed and going through a lot mentally too. And I already told you guys how I was stressed in high school. I was always stressed in high school because I knew that I had to have good grades, right? Due to how I was raised in my family, I was raised to always get good grades. And I mean grades as in the top grades, not average, above average at least, above average grades. And that stressed me out a lot because I knew if I did bad on one thing, I would get punishment, or I would get put down. I would be put down. I would be judged because I thought school was everything. I thought I had to take that extremely seriously because this was programmed into my subconscious mind. This was programmed in me already to take school seriously, like it's your life. Like this determines how smart you really are. And it really doesn't. I already knew that as I got older and older. I started seeing like the bigger picture. I started seeing that no, it really doesn't determine how smart you are. Grades don't determine how smart someone really is. So that's where the stress came from. It came from how I was raised and my mentality, my programming about school, that I had to take it to the next level. Like this was everything. Like I even thought school was the only way to become rich and successful. That's how programmed I was. And now that I look back, I wonder why. I just wish I didn't put so much stress on myself. Because guys, due to the stress that I had a lot of health problems. I had a lot of health problems because it contributed to my stress. It contributed to my depression, not taking care of myself. I was eating a lot of bad foods. I was just doing everything opposite than what I should really be doing, which was working within myself instead of working outside of myself. So that being said, yeah, that's when it started. And it started also, I met someone for the first time. I consider him a brother. I still talk to him today. He's like a brother to me. His name is Brandon. I met him at the basketball court. There's this basketball court that everyone from my school go to hang out and just to play basketball and do whatever. I met him there, and it was funny. I got a good energy from him. I was like, "You're so different," and I'm like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, my name is Brandon," and he didn't go to my school at the time. He was telling me, "Oh, I'm getting into the school. I'm coming next year." I'm like, "Dang, you're really cool, man. I wish there were people like you in my school," because the majority of people that were in my school, they didn't resonate with me. They didn't Not saying they were bad people, it's just I didn't click with them. I didn't really mess with these people. I had people stab me, go behind my back, even when I mind my own business, because I tell you guys, I mind my business. I'm an introvert. I just do what I focus on doing me, just focusing on myself. And people attacked me, and I didn't have control of my ego, so I reacted to every negative situation. I attacked people back. I said things behind people back. I'm guilty of all of it. I did those things, and after I met him, actually my life became better thanks to him. The funny thing is, one day, sophomore, when he got into my school, we finally started talking more and hanging out. I was like, oh yeah, I remember you from the basketball court. Your name's Brandon. And he's like, yeah. And I told him the problems I was having. And he was like, that's crazy. I relate to you. It's just, that's the same thing with me. And I'm like, no way. No, I can't. I don't believe you. Then I believed it when I started seeing it for myself. I started seeing him experience the same things that I've experienced. People attacked him for no reason, and he was happy. He didn't do anything wrong. He spread good energy. People attacked him. People talked behind his back. People called him this, called him that, just like they did to me. And it's like we both understood each other. We were the only ones to actually understand each other. That's why we bond, because we understood each other and the things that happened to us. Because if I told someone else, they would be like, oh, you're overthinking, or just don't worry about it, it's not that serious. But him, he was like, yeah man, that's just the same thing happens to me. So one day he saw me sitting alone. He saw me sitting by myself. He said that I was alone. I seemed depressed, which I was. He picked that up and he was like, oh, let me just talk to him. He seems alone. And he was like, Rashawn, I wanted to tell you something. You should look into law of attraction. Have you ever heard of law of attraction? And I'm like, no, I've heard of law of attraction, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And he was like, well, it's like attracts like. Like energy attracts like energy. At the time, Brandon, he knew the basics. He only knew the basics of the law of attraction. So the basics he knew, he came up to me to share it. He didn't even know at the time subconscious mind and all that type of stuff. So then I had an open mind. That's the gift of mine. I had an open mind, even to things that sound crazy. And he told me I was the first person that he could share this to, because he knew that many people would look at him crazy or just shut him down when he mentions law of attraction. And he was like, you were the first person. And I believed him because he resonated with me. He experienced the same negativity, the same obstacles and problems, just like me. So then, yeah, he told me the basics of it. Then I'm like, okay. Then something told me within, do research on it, just look into it. And I'm like, let me look into it. So I saw videos. Then I saw the movie, The Secret movie. After that movie, guys, I thought I knew it all. I thought I mastered law of attraction. I'm like, I got this. This is easy. But then later on, I started realizing that wasn't even close to how to actually apply the law of attraction. The movie, it showed you like a tad bit of what you should actually be doing. It doesn't even tell you about your subconscious mind in the movie. So yeah, I thought I knew it. Then me and him, we were like, how come we're not seeing results? Something's up. We didn't see any results, and we're like, let's do more research. So I did research, he did research, and we would call each other and be like, yo, look what I learned about law of attraction, the subconscious mind. After the movie, I looked at Bob Proctor. He was the first person that I saw when it came to law of attraction. I'm like, whoa, I never knew this in the movie, in the Secret movie. And then I started seeing how to apply it after I kept studying. And Brandon too. Brandon started understanding how to actually apply it. Then we started seeing results, and we're like, whoa, this is crazy. Law of attraction works. And we started, studying, and we studied it every day. It was in high school. We studied it every single day. It came a point, even in classes, we're studying it, we're looking at it. We forget the we forgot about the lectures. Sometimes I even forget to do homework and stuff because I'm like, law of attraction, whoa. I was so fascinated. And that's how I got into it. It's all thanks to him. And we both had to put in the work and do our own research. He couldn't spoon feed me. He couldn't tell me, hey, he couldn't force me to research. I would have, if I really want something, I have to do it for myself. If you're really hungry for something, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna take it for yourself. You're gonna get it, right? So we decided to both keep doing research, and till this day, we're still doing research and learning new things with this stuff. That's how I'm able to make videos for you guys, to help you guys, to teach you guys what I've learned, so you can apply it. So you can apply the law of attraction and do like manifest and do all that cool stuff, you know? So that's what happened. And after that, I can tell you guys my life changed dramatic. And when I say dramatically, it changed dramatically. I changed for the better. My health problems went away. My stress went away. I stopped reacting. I had control. I had control of my ego. Well, I didn't have complete control, but I had control. I had a lot more control than I did before with the ego. I had so much control over the ego. And I noticed things started changing. I'm like, whoa. It's like everything started turning out better and better for me. And Brandon too. He started seeing results. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's how I really got it. That's the story time, how I really got into the law of attraction. This is how I got into it. It all started with me being alone, then meeting someone, whether you want to call it God, the universe, brought someone into my life to introduce it to me, but I had to do my part, have an open mind, do the research. And I can tell you guys, it truly did make a difference in my life. Till this day, it's still making a difference for me. If you guys enjoyed this story time, make sure you smash the like button, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit the post bell notification so you get a notification for when my next video is released. I hope everyone has a fantastic, wonderful rest of the day. Peace out.